Welcome, everybody. Good. Thank you for joining us today. My name is David Goldstone, Executive Vice President and Chief Revenue Officer at WorldVue. I would like to welcome you to the International Luxury Hotel Association webinar on a very exciting topic, the Nobu Way. Explore the essence of Nobu's iconic hospitality blended with tailored technology solutions. I will talk with Rodney Linville, an industry icon and Nobu's global head of information technology, and we will delve into the seamless integration of cutting-edge technology with the timeless elegance of Nobu's iconic hospitality, where tradition meets innovation and every touchpoint reflects a commitment to excellence. From curated dining experiences to immersive stays, learn how Nobu Hotels and WorldVue are shaping the future of luxury hospitality. Excuse me. Don't miss your chance to be part of this visionary dialogue where the Nobu Way meets the forefront of technology. Today's webinar is proudly brought to you by WorldVue. So let's get started with today's discussion. Rodney, excited to have you with us.
I am excited to be here with you too, David. Appreciate the time for this wonderful conversation that we're going to have.
Thank you, sir. Nobu is renowned for blending traditional Japanese hospitality with modern luxury. How does technology play a role in enhancing this unique guest experience?
Well, David, technology plays a big role. What it does is, to put it in perspective, is that we take integrating technology advancements that Nobu Hotels not only will gain platform and experience and visibility, we look at it as we want to not only enhance the luxury and comfort of their accommodations, but also we want to ensure a personalized, efficient and safe guest experience that aligns with the principles of traditional luxury lifestyle hospitality, right? And you know, luxury lifestyle hospitality, you can ask 10 of us in a room and we're all going to give you something totally different.
Absolutely.
You know, so please understand if I say luxury lifestyle, it's a part of that program that everybody looks at, but the Nobu Way, Japanese style luxury fusion.
Terrific. And I'm a personal huge fan of Japan. I'm fortunate enough to have traveled there 31 times, know the country extremely well. And it's very exciting to see what you and the team at Nobu are doing, not just in the United States, but globally. It's terrific. So moving on, with increasing focus on personalization, how is Nobu leveraging technology to curate tailored experiences for each guest?
Well, you know, David, there's a lot of things that I could say and tell you that would give you the indication of what we do. I'll touch on a couple of them just as a point, just so they can kind of understand a little bit of how we do things. But what we do is we use an advanced CRM to analyze the guests' preferences and behaviors during their stay. I mean, this data is valuable because we learn what they prefer, how do they prefer it, and a lot of brands will say they do the same thing, but we really want to know what David Goldstein wants to do, and when he's there at a Nobu. Like we know you. If you like feather pillows, you're going to have a feather pillow versus a foam pillow in your room, but we're going to know that because of the history that we have with you staying in our hotels, and so that data enables Nobu to offer personalized and specialized experiences for their stay at either a hotel or even during their dining experience. So using that CRM, it cultivates I guess you could say a home away from home, but really a home away from home. It's not just a bed and a room, you know, that's yours when you shut that door and it's your home, but it's essentially, you feel at home when you're at Nobu. Okay. And that's what we do is for for analyzing and preferring, you know, the preferences for our guests themselves. We also do an embarkment of mobile apps, allowing the guests to have a seamless stay that can control the ability to check in, check out of their room. They can do in-room dining. They could communicate with the hotel staff. They could, in some hotels, the technology is so far advanced that they can actually control the controls within the room from the mobile app itself. But the idea of Nobu's rooms is we have a smart technology knowledge, right? So we equip the rooms with the technology to make it simplified to the guests to be able to control the lighting, the HVAC, the entertainment system. Some people, they always do have that questionable measure. Well, why do I need to do that? Because I'm just staying there for a bed, right? Well, that's not the way we look at it. We know that our guests are coming. They're coming to stay with Nobu because they want to stay at Nobu. They're not coming there just because it's a brand that's a brand that we can just keep going back and forth. And you're going to get the same thing. You're going to get the same thing. One, you are, but at least you're going to be a home away from home. And we try to take those technology and a lot of guests that come to our properties, that's the type of technology they have in their homes. So they're used to it. So if they're able to come in and just seamlessly work, it's great.
Terrific. So what you're saying, in essence, if David Goldstone is staying at the Malibu Nobu, and I go to Tokyo and stay at the Nobu there, the system will know my preferences from the last time I stayed in Malibu.
Yes. So, the idea is for most locations of our properties, okay, there's some of the technology from the previous properties has not been integrated thus far, but all properties moving forward, and I say forward, the last 15 hotels, absolutely, David, but all the next, let me think, hold on, I got to think here, the next 24 that we have in the queue, those will all be set to have that smart technology.
Fantastic. That's amazing. And I mean, the fact that you've got 24 in the pipeline is testament to the success of the brand and to what you and your team are doing, which is terrific. So, Rodney, unfortunately, cybersecurity is a top priority for luxury hotels, for all hotels, but particularly for luxury hotels based on the clientele that you serve at Nobu. What measures does Nobu take to safeguard guest data and digital infrastructure?
Yeah, that's a really big question, David, because this is a topic we can talk about it for hours, right? Because there's so much technology, security technology that you have to embark now. It's not just come stay at a hotel. You got Wi-Fi, you got a guest key, most people think, oh, we're secured. You're not. Most hotels, when you go to a hotel, if you get on their Wi-Fi, everybody and their brother can see you. You don't want that. So what we do is we embarked a strong data encryption protocol within our properties that can't go into great detail because I'm giving away all the secrets that we have. But I mean, we embark on pretty much everything to do with the guest coming to the property. It's not fluently available. You won't know that, say Usher or Frank Usher or Frank Ocean or somebody like that is staying at one of our Nobus. The media is not going to find out. It's not going to be public information. It's going to be very secluded, very quiet. We make it so that nobody knows who's staying where. In some of our properties, person checks in, that person will not see an employee the entire time they're there, but the employees are there. But they know that if they need something, the employees will take care of them. That's just to keep that mindset that the customer sees that we are protecting them. We provide secure Wi-Fi networks. A lot of people can say, well, what's a secure fire network? What's a secure network? Secure network is not just having a passcode to get onto the internet. It's not just having PMS authentication, but it's actually putting the guest information behind a segmented firewall that protects them from anybody to be able to communicate internally on the property or within property, room to room, public network to guest network. And we make it so that the guest is completely isolated and does not see any intrusion at the same time, we provide the security settings that will give the customer, transmitted a securely message to whomever it might be, so forth, but using the Wi-Fi, and it's not adaptable, right? Not adaptable from a sense of being insecure. And we put in a number of firewalls in different ways for different avenues, intrusion detection systems. We also use external threat testing modules that will help us learn if we have any gaps in analysis, from our, say, suspicious activities. We're a target. We can be a target big time.
No question.
Our clientele, you take Malibu. Malibu it's in a prime location. It has some of the most influential people in the world that come and stay in that hotel, and they want to be in a place that's away from home, or away. Let's say I shouldn't say it's away from home because it's a hotel, but they want to be away from society and be in an environment where they have nothing to worry about, and they do not have to worry about somebody hacking them or even being able to see them within the system.
Terrific. Well, that's a detailed answer, and thank you. So moving on from that, Rodney, how does Nobu approach striking the right balance between technological innovation and preserving the brand's authentic, timeless essence, which is obviously an extremely difficult thing to do?
David, this is a very good point. It is very hard to do. You have to, I have to sit there and I have these conversations with my team is that we've got to be at the advance of technology because of the brand's authentic essence in society, right? We are unique. There's nobody like us. What do we do different? Why do we do it different? What do we do to make that commitment such a seamless environment for technology, right? So for us, it's a seamless integration of technology, invisible technology. So there's a lot of technology that you as a customer or a guest that stays in a hotel, in any hotel, there's a lot of invisible technology that you do not know that exists. So we try to make it, when you stay, you don't see the technology. The only technology you see is the things that you need to be able to, in case, say, you can't do it on a phone or something of that nature. You got to look at it as a suitable, a subtle enhancement for technology. You want to have a personalization without compromising authenticity, right? If you give the personal service with the technology, the guest will feel less embarked on making it complicated to stay in a Nobu, or complicated to stay in a hotel. Like you stay in a hotel, a lot of times nothing works, right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of times there's nothing works. So the idea is like, how do we innovate to make things better and more organized for our guests and make it as seamless as possible? And that's when we try due diligently to make it, as your question says, timeless essence. And I think that sums it up is that what can we do to make the customer know that they're staying in a place that's secure, it's automated, accessibility is simplified versus picking up the phone and calling the desk, letting it ring, front desk calling, and then you get somebody and then they transfer you to somebody else. We want to have that direct communication straight to somebody that's going to get something done for that customer.
Absolutely. There's nothing worse. And at least we know when you walk into a hotel and nothing works, it's not a Nobu WorldVue serviced hotel. So that's the good news.
No, and it's all about tailored experiences, David.
Absolutely.
All about that.
Absolutely. Talking and moving on from that, in the era of remote work and digital nomads, how is Nobu adapting its technology offerings to cater to this new breed of luxury traveler?
That's, again, another one you can go into a great conversation about, right? But I think the easy way to sum this up is advanced technology is providing a seamless experience while our guests are working from home or from their office. And the idea is that we just want to make it as simple as possible, where they can come stay in our hotels. They can come and know that they're going to have good Wi-Fi provided by WorldVue. If you're, in that location. And I say that lightly because we've just embarked the relationship with WorldVue to handle our wireless infrastructures, which has been pretty straightforward and seamless on the transition. So thank you for that, David. Your team has been very helpful on that part.
Thank you. And our pleasure. It's been wonderful working with you.
Appreciate that. But the idea is just making it a great seamless experience for advanced technology for the customer away from home, in their offices. And we try to embark that as best we can, and try to look at it as, well, I'll tell you the way that I look at it is I travel a lot, just like you, David. And when we travel, our offices are our hotel rooms.
Correct.
And sometimes, I can't even get on my internet in some hotels, and you're frustrated. So you're going to go down to the local Starbucks because you're going to get connection there, but you're not going to have a beautiful scenery like you do in your office right now or in my office, but it's just the whole part of becoming that stabilized and efficient experience.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. So, Rodney, can you share any insights into Nobu's plans for incorporating emerging technologies like AI, IoT, or augmented reality into the guest experience?
I have to say, we're not touching too much on AI currently. I mean, you can look at AI in a couple of different ways. AI is really a big word these days. We have artificial intelligence where we know that David Goldstone is walking through, let's say you're walking to your room, and we know that once you get to the door, the IoT reader sees that David's phone's there with our mobile app, and it's going to know that David's here. Let me go ahead and turn on the air conditioner and put it at the temperature that he wants it at, that we know based off of his historical stays with us. And then you use your key. IoT is definitely one of those things. Internet of Things is my mobile device, keys on my mobile device. I open up the door opens up. And at that point, that activating the lights. The lights are all integrated with the actual door lock, giving you that welcome to your room kind of experience. It also, the embarkment of, in some of our locations, we have a protection solution that you have to have. So it's basically like a panic button for housekeepers, so that if there's an opportunity that they feel uncomfortable, they can press that button, and it will then communicate through our wireless network to security, and then security can come up to the room to check on that housekeeper. So you embarking those technologies for innovation gives us that simplified technology. There's no longer, let's say, data cables going from the entire room to plug into the thermostat. You're not having a cable go to the door lock to activate the lighting system. So it's great having those Internet of Things to be able to communicate through the technologies we have. So you can look at the IoT as almost being an AI product, because you're essentially doing artificial intelligence to instead of turning the light switch on, you're actually having a technology turn the light switch on based off of what you programmed it to do. So you can look at it in two different ways. And then the embarkment of AI coming to fruition today is your website. You can have a chat bot on there, and that chat bot can actually say, "Hello, Mr. Goldstein. You're coming in to stay with us again. See that you were just in Warsaw last week. How was your stay?" Those things are starting to come into play, where we can already get all of your comments before you come in, things that you were discomfortable with, where it is going to notify, the front desk of, say, the property that you're going to go and stay in Barcelona. Okay, say you're going to Barcelona, they're going to know ahead of time that, oh, I did not get my feather pillow installed in my room before I arrived. So that, that AI, that chat bot is going to actually communicate to Barcelona and say, "Hey, please make sure this is a priority," right? So, I mean, those things are relatively available today. They're not 100% defined, because AI is not 100% there within
Correct. Oh, I agree completely. Yes.
Yeah. But you know, David, it's there, it's coming, but I don't look at it as it's really a bot doing all the work, because we were doing some of these integrations with IoT before AI was even thought of. Just did it a different way. Now we're making it much more simpler by using simple technology that was built for those communications.
Excellent. And it's exciting to hear what you're looking at doing and how you're doing. I mean, the fact that, you know, you will eventually be able to transmit a message that a guest didn't get their pillow in Barcelona, but when they got to Malibu, Malibu knows that there was a snafu. They can get the pillow, have it in the room, and actually apologize to the guest at the front desk when they check in. Is incredible personalization and use of technology. With that said, with WorldVue's expertise, what are some of the unique technology solutions being developed specifically for Nobu Hotels? And if you feel that you don't want to get into too much detail, I fully understand. So please don't feel that you've got to give away any secret sauce right now on what we're doing.
Well, I appreciate that, David, because I'm definitely not going to spill the beans on some of the innovations that are coming soon. Okay. But I mean, WorldVue's experience, the expertise, let's just say this is that, what's the right word I'm looking for? Maybe it's, the knowledge, the dedication, and we're going to get this done attitude. And, you know, having a team that is willing to sit in a room and we can whiteboard and write out the things that Nobu wants to do. And then WorldVue goes and says, we can do it this way. We can do it this way. We can do it that way. WorldVue's being an innovator. They're innovating, to some extent. WorldVue's has some innovation, not 100%. I mean, that's not their goal. That's not their focus. They're not developers. They're not, you know, innovators. They're actually providing a service. But WorldVue's has taken their expertise to a new level, working with my hotels, because I do not operate my hotels like any other brand. We do some advanced technology. We do advanced security. We do things that are unique that most hotels, they don't want to embark the cost associated with those things, right? Whereas we do. We want to make sure that we're taking care of our customers and they understand that they're in an environment that is secure and safe. And with WorldVue's Class Act that they've been dedicated to for what, 25 years now, David?
Close to 50.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We look and act a lot younger than we are, so people get that.
Wait a minute. Wait, 50 years. Come on now. 50 years ago. Let me think. I was just maybe like running around in the diaper. And,
yeah, well, I was at school at junior school as well. So this is great. Let's keep going, Rob. I love this.
So no, but you know, you think about that. It's like 50 years ago. What were they doing 50 years ago, man? We didn't even have remote control TVs. We had knobs. We had turn knobs, and you had maybe
bunny ears.
And bunny ears, yeah, bunny ears. There you go. Or you had a stereo that you lifted up the top and your 8-track player was off to the side and it had an LP player in the middle. Yeah. All right. So we're talking our age here there now.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
But no, expertise is definitely a class act. So very happy.
It works both ways, because what has impressed me and our team at WorldVue is your dedication, yes, to technology, but to putting the guest first. And that is terrific, and that's why Nobu has the name and the panache to it. So, Rodney, final question, and this has been awesome, and we could go on forever. As a technology leader in luxury hospitality, what advice would you give other hoteliers looking to embrace digital transformation while preserving their brand's essence, just like you have done?
Well said. The way that I would really try to give everybody in the industry a look forward into bringing a brand's essence is understand your brand and your audience. know your guests, be thoughtful of what you're going to integrate, your integrations at your hotel, the technology that you can integrate. What is it going to do? Enhance, but don't overwhelm the guests, right? So you definitely want to avoid that. Try to do as much, as I said to you guys earlier, is invisible technology. That is a huge magnet today. All the technology, and you're not seeing how it works, what does, you don't have to worry about there being 50 pieces in a room. Invisible technology is great. And then, biggest thing here is leverage personality, getting that personal touch, that personalization, at the same time, delivering your brand's dedication to your experience in Nobu Hospitality or Nobu Restaurants.
That is awesome, awesome advice. Thank you. And I have no doubt that people will be taking heed of what you've had to say here. So to close, we'd like to thank everybody for joining the International Luxury Hotel Association's webinar series. Rodney, on a personal note, I want to thank you. Always a pleasure seeing you and being with you, and thank you for your time. And to the audience, if you found the webinar to be of value, please do share the recording. Recordings of great webinars can be found on ILHA's website at theilha.com under events. Thank you again, Rodney.
David, I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the summer.
Likewise. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.